Hello. I'll close the. Your mic's muted, but I'll close the window when we go live. Can I hear what you're saying? Oh, let me see if my audio's in the right thing. Nope, I should be able to hear you, but I don't hear you. I'm gonna close the window in the meantime. Say something? No. I will reset my connection, but I should be able to hear you. I don't think YouTube hears you either. Nope. Wow. I always. Nothing, boss. All right. I see. Read the chat tech. Talk to the people. Hey, people. Has he claimed from his tantrum, or has he calmed from his tantrum last night? No. As you can see, he's still just as angry. I'm reading his lips. He says, "Fuck you, Addie Pie." All right. Father Alex says Jaffe's mic is always full of taco belly. That's true. He says he rubs ground beef on it as often as he can. Keeps it supple. Did he take his nap? God, from fucking midnight last night to today? I hope so. What a fucking time that was. Let's see. That was very accurate. Goddamn right, says Ravenos. Johnny Utah, you did miss the tantrum. Jaffe was going off. He was saying, I hate Ravenos. It's all he could talk about for some reason was how much he hated Ravenos. Damn it, Johnny Utah. Yep. Let's see. We hear Texas Sergeant Frosty. Of course you do, because I am the technology guy. Jaffe's just the creative here. He hates that. Oh, he's gone.
Now I'm back.
Now we hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
I just had to do a reload. Weird. All right. Well, fellas, check this shit out. Welcome. Now that everything's working, welcome to the show, and happy Valentine's Day. Do we have music tech? Well, that there is the Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Obviously, that will not be here if you're coming to view the show a little bit later. Welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. It's good to see you. Welcome to, I guess, Jaffe Speaks. I think that sounds so arrogant. Shut up. Welcome to the show. We had a big marathon streams yesterday. We're running a little late, but that's okay. We got 2 streams coming up today, starting with this one right here. Lutron in the chat says, I wish I could program the music for the intros. Hey, if you're a member and you're a high tier member, do me a favor. Tech Protect, let's make a new channel in the Discord called Music Openers or some such shit, and put what you want me to open the show with. It should be Cult of Calypso and above, though. So you got to be Cult of Calypso to pick the music. and we'll put you in the queue. Now, obviously, it'll get removed from the show after each stream, but it'll be there when we open it. You got me, Tech. Good deal. Can you do that? Can you take that on? Thank you, pal. Sergeant Frosty says, Jaffe, have you seen the Twisted Tower demo yet? Yeah, I played it. I haven't finished it yet, of course, but it's kind of a first-person horror shooter over on Steam, set in a really disturbing, weird theme park. It's good stuff. So give it a play. But yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Welcome to the show. I'm also a little tired. Would you like to know why I'm a little tired? Doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you. It's one of my weird quirks. So yesterday we did a morning stream. We did a very long gameplay stream, about 4 hours, played some Avowed, Guns of Fury, a couple other new games in there. Then we streamed the DICE Awards, and we were up pretty late streaming that. And, I will talk about that in just a second in terms of who won and whatnot, who didn't win, blah, blah, blah. And so I go to bed around midnight, and it occurs to me I had not talked to my ex-wife, who's also my best friend, all day long. And we usually at least connect a handful of times a day. She sends me shit on Instagram. We have a Discord we all share in the family, and I got no texts, right? And I'm like, and it's pouring rain in Southern California right now. And so I'm kind of worried, but I'm like, fuck it, Jaffe, you worry too much. So I go to bed and I wake up at 4:00 in the morning, and I'm like, you know what? This is weird. So I get out of bed, I drive over to her place because she's only around the block, and I'm worried about her, and I'm like, you know what? If I see her car's there and I see her lights are off, I'll know she got home. She's fine. And it was, and I came back home and I went back to bed, and she, of course, is fine. Because I worry a lot. It's not a good thing, but, I get it from my dad. So the point is that unhealthy? Yes. Is that psychologically problematic? Most likely, but I don't care. I'm 53. It's never going away. So fuck you. Point being, that's why we're a little bit late today, because I couldn't get up. In time. Warped Eye says, I don't know if the story is sweet or creepy. It's creepy. It's creepy. It's not. There's nothing sweet about it. It's not like, oh, I do it because no, because I worry more than a human should worry about people I care about. I don't know why, but it's true. The fact that she's my ex, though, is irrelevant. Most people that drive to their exes are crazy. No. It's not like that. No, she's, I mean, we're still legally married, basically. Not even basically. We are literally legally married. But the marriage part of it just kind of got old, but the friendship part of it got stronger, and we raised our kids together, and it's a good relationship. I love it. I hope Jaffe didn't forget his best of the year stream. So Jojo D, I'm doing the best I can, man. And speaking of, you guys have Jojo D to thank for what's coming up this weekend right here, my dear friends. We are doing, where did it go? We are doing, boom, there you go. Members only game night tomorrow. Jojo D has been wanting us to play the FMV game, The Complex, for a very long time. That'll be tomorrow. And then Wreckfest is our kickoff game. So 2:00 tomorrow, California time, we will be playing Wreckfest, and then we will be going into The Complex. We'll go from about 2:00 to 7:00 California time. And if, we're going to stream it on YouTube, but we're going to actually play it on Discord. So if you want to join, it'll be in the Diet Soda Soldier Room. If you want to join and be part of the show, and be one of the gamers, that's not a problem, my dear pal. Who's this writing me? You can do that. Just sign up for a membership. That's one of the advantages of, having a membership. I think, Tech, you put a thing in the thing, right? In the Discord, there's like an event or something. Okay, cool. Why do I got to figure out how to mute these fucking Discord beeps all the time. Anyway, that's coming up tomorrow. Wreckfest is a great game. It is cross-play. It is on every system right now. And that is on Game Pass as well. I have like 4 gift PC Game Pass 2-week gifts if anybody needs them. Rob's getting one of them. Tech, do you have Game Pass? If not, should I get you one? I don't know what that means.
I have Game Pass.
Okay, so if there's anybody who wants, yeah, if there's anybody who has a PC who wants Game Pass to play with us tomorrow, hit us up if you're a member in the Discord, and higher tiers get it first, but we'll hook you up.
It's also $1 right now for PC if you want to try it out for 2 weeks.
There you go. There's also that's going on. So hello, Captain Loudpack. Always good to see you. The number one God of War fan of all time, Captain Loudpack. There he is. Lockdown Protocol? What is Lockdown Protocol? Let me look that up real quick. Lockdown Protocol. What is this fucking thing? Let's see.
It's like Among Us with better quality.
Z has 2 guns, just so you know.
Oh, it's like Among Us, but it's 3D basically. Yeah, Wreckfest is amazing. Let's look this. Let's watch this trailer real fast. See what this is.
Ils vont du bleu au jaune.
À gauche. C'est où, c'est où, c'est où, c'est où?
Tant pis.
How many people can play it?
Non, 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 non.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll play that. Look, it's very positive. How much does it cost? $10. Everybody has to have a copy of that. That always sucks. Yeah, if it turns out people get bored of the complex, maybe we'll switch over to this. But we're definitely going to give the complex a try. Jojo D's been wanting to play it forever. He thinks it's going to be great. He's probably right. He's got good taste in this shit. So Jaffe, did you get my address? Don't send it to Instagram. Send it to Tech. Because we're going to get you a copy of the God of War game design. But yeah, Instagram, I'm barely ever on. So send it to Tech on the Discord. We'll hook you up, sir. Okay. Welcome to the show. What are we talking? Oh my God. Breaking news, by the way. I guess Marvel. I have no interest, by the way. I was going to go see Captain America this weekend. I know Alex will be disappointed, but it's kind of, not good reviews, and I'm over it already. But I think they're worried about that, and they're also worried about maybe the response to Fantastic Four. So they dropped a brand new trailer today. I haven't watched it yet. Let's give it a watch. Here we go. Brand new Fantastic Four trailer. Oh wait, you can't see it. Here you go.
From the pages of the world's greatest comic book adventure, 4 heroes on a daring mission in space, but something went wrong. Genetically transformed, they become the most powerful superheroes of all time. But the forces of evil are out to destroy their cosmic power. Find them! And to survive, they must utilize all their strength. To put an end to their arch nemesis.
Clobbering time.
The Fantastic Four.
That was pretty good. Not too shabby. All right. Well, that's. I'm glad they got that back out in front of the world. That's fantastic. Bruh, I'm on the front porch. FedEx guy comes and has an 800 flowers box for my wife. I didn't order. Oh shit. Are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me, Mr. Tortoise? You got to call in and tell us about that. You're shitting with me. You're telling me somebody said, maybe it was from her work or something. Maybe it was some kind of work thing, because are you suggesting that, are you suggesting that someone's having an affair with the lady? With the lady? Come on now. Yeah, he says, y'all have a good day. I got to figure this out. Yeah, you better come back and tell us what the fuck is going on. That's disturbing. It's probably like from her work or something. Maybe she's got clients and shit or whatnot. Yeah, her work husband. That's right. That's absolutely right. But anyway, that's the Fantastic Four trailer. I'm excited for it. Looking forward to seeing it. you ever have a work wife or a work husband? I had a work wife. Shannon Studstill was my work wife. That's the truth. She was my work wife when we were making God of War. Is that right? God of War. And I saw her more than I saw my family, truth be told. But there was no hanky panky going on. And you know, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's personal. I can't say. I don't think it's personal because, you know, she's officially married but she ended up marrying a lady. So the point being is what's the opposite of gaydar? Because I had that I didn't have a crush on her, but she was my work wife is the point. But she did marry a lady and then, play multi-theft auto. I'm already telling you what I'm playing. We're playing the goddamn complex and we're playing the goddamn Wreckfest is what we're playing. But we might do GTA Online later. I saw that the Strass Zelnick 2K guy said about GTA. He said, if GTA Online continues to have players, we'll still keep updating it even when GTA 6 comes out. And MK Nessa, she tried being with the Man U and was like, yeah, not for me. Yeah, could be. K-Nub says, I was with my best friend the day he found out his wife was cheating, left her iMac open and nudies. I said nudies of the guy who cut limbs off their tree came on. Was sad. Yeah. But then again, man, the thing you have, hello, Zach. Then the thing you got to understand though, is, marriage is stupid anyway. I think marriage is ridiculous. It's I think long-term relationships, I think commitment is great. And I don't even care. I don't even care about if you get married or not, but this idea of monogamy, it sets people up for great disappointment. Welcome to Valentine's Day, the Valentine's Day stream. It was weird seeing you at 4 a.m., says Johnny Utah. He was hinting he was over at my ex's house. I don't care if she fucks. She's a buddy of mine now. But that said, though, yeah, what the fuck? Thank you for the super chat. Father Alex been a member for 16 months. We're going to be saying goodbye to Father Alex soon. The minute he goes into the priesthood, he will not be allowed to watch this show anymore. But for now, he's with us. He says, Jaffe, watch Fantastic Four, the first trailer, and Jurassic Park. I don't think I will, sir, because unlike the trailer I just showed, I'm not going to get a copyright strike from showing that one. But I will get it if I show. But I've seen both those trailers. They were fine. Jaffe, what's the Discord? Tech, help him out, please. Give him the Discord. Did I play Avowed last night? Brad Glasgow asked. Yeah, I did play it, but I'm tabling it. I liked what I played, only about an hour, and I enjoyed it very, very much, but I really am like, I'm going to try to commit to finishing some games before I get into that, and, there you go. Jaffe says, Addy Pie, you have no idea of the importance of commitment. I was married in a committed relationship for over 10 fucking years, man. I totally understand it. I'm just saying it's, we get sold a bunch of bullshit. Okay. Is Father Alex going into the priesthood to score altar boy booty, says Ravnos. Maybe. People ask him if I'm in a bad mood. So last night, here's what happened. Last night we watched the Dice Awards, and I wasn't in a bad mood. Maybe I was. The point is, I find award shows cringy and annoying and stupid, and but I don't think the games are stupid. I don't think the celebration of some great content is stupid, or the people individually are stupid. But I absolutely do think that award shows are stupid, and people were upset with me watching it. So we kind of, dug into it and stuff, but Cantankerous was there. It was fun. And by the way, let me tell you something. As we go into this episode, of which we have many things to go over, not the least of which is some new news coming out from some of the cool games showed at the State of Play the other day. I want to let you know you can join the show. You can be a member here. I mean, seriously, how can you not show up tomorrow with us to play Wreckfest and the Complex? I don't understand what's the matter with you. Become a member. It only costs you $4.99. What the fuck else you going to do with the money? Stick it up your butthole? Tech. Did you hear what I said? I was like, what else are you going to do with that money? Are you going to put it up your butthole? You hear it when I told him that?
Yeah.
Anyway, and give us super chats because Tech has to buy new diapers and he'll wear them on the show. Am I doing it right, Tech? Well, you say
Yeah.
you ask him for diapers. Jaffe in a bad mood is the best. I'm not in a bad mood. Maybe Joseph. Listen, Greg Miller says Brad and that lady he was with were so bad I couldn't watch it. Fuck Trump. Fuck Elon. Yeah, I agree, but that's not funny. Addie Pie doesn't agree, by the way. Addie Pie sent me this. I'll show it to you. Okay, well, let me read you some of the comments first. Where did it go? Addie Pie said on the stream, let me share it for you guys to see. You guys don't think I read the comments, do you? Addie Pie says, what kind of bullshit is this Game Awards? Who dares say fuck you to the president of the damn nation? You keep those opinions outside of the event, for fuck's sake. Look, I don't know Greg that well. Whatever. I'm kind of ambivalent on Gregory Miller, given a number of things I've heard, but at the same time, he's always been nice to me to my face. What can I complain about? But the point is, I don't think he was very good. He's never good in that show. I don't know if that's his fault, the writer's fault. I don't know what it is. I don't have any problem. I like the Ricky Gervaising of hosting that's happening after Gervais did it so well numerous times at the Golden Globes. And I love that people are sort of doing that to take the piss out of who they're hosting. Because I think it's hard to not look at those shows and see through the bullshit. And so to acknowledge that is a great deal of satisfaction and joy. But I just don't think it was very good. And I think, picking on Trump and Musk, they deserve to be picked on, in my opinion. But I also think if you're going to do it, it's cheeseball when it's cheap, in terms of like anybody can, say fuck Trump and get an applause line in a liberal industry. And I agree with fuck Trump, but I don't agree with, it's like, you got to be a little smarter and funnier. So I agree with the intent of what they were going for, but I don't think they executed it well. 2 out of 10. Okay. The last hour of the stream. Oh wait, that's different. Okay. Listen to this. Sadly, says No Name Mink, I can only make it through an hour or so of this, meaning us watching the DICE Awards. I'm not sure what you and Tech Protect were expecting from a DICE Awards show, but saying how dumb and boring it is over and over and yelling at the winners to shut up seems you were expecting something different. No, I was just hate watching, sir. My advice is to skip the 2026 show and wait for a list of nominees. No, I don't think I will. I think I will continue to stream my hate of any award show that awards creativity. But thank you for your comment. I do appreciate it. DICE Awards were so good. I love the joke, says Relax Bruh. Yeah, sure you did. Look, I do think the DICE Award nominees were really, really good. Absolutely. Oh, check it out. Mr. Tortoise has gotten back to us. He says, false alarm. It was a relative. Uncle recently lost his missus, sent flowers to all the ladies in the family. Creepy. My missus included. Kind of sweet, but wasn't expecting it. Sorry for the scare. You believe that, Mr. Tortoise? Oh, you poor sad son of a bitch. All right. That's a great. Oh, yeah, I know. Hey, what a crazy story. Oh, man. Your wife's quick on the draw, man. Good for her. Okay. But I will tell you some of the winners from last night. Stella is cute. She was one of the co-hosts, and that's about it, says Lutron. Relax Bruh says Wreckfest is trash. Complex is trash. No thanks. Oh, please, buddy. You really think we wanted you to show up anyway? No, we'll take your money, but we will take it and then hope that, you're not there. I think a lot of Greg's energy is fake, says Johnny Utah. I agree. I don't. Yeah. And somebody else, Ravno, says he oozes fake. I think there is a real human under there. Kevin says Greg is super fake, his persona anyways. I think there's a real human under there. And I think he's probably quite interesting if he could kind of open the valve and let some of that into his persona. But I don't think you're wrong. I think he's kind of like, if you were doing hosting duties back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the 2010s, it would have worked. But I think the audience has advanced because of social media, and there's a demand and an expectation of more genuineness, or at least seeming genuineness. And I think that I think he's a funny guy, by the way. I genuinely think, like, if you listen to the old Beyond episodes on IGN, Greg was really funny. Like, I remember listening to him in a period there, and I was like, this guy could really be an actual late night talk show host. I know it sounds like you're like, what are you talking about? But he is a funny dude, but he just, somewhere along the lines, he kind of got stuck in that playing a character. And I think that he could probably do with a little bit of a readjustment. Listen to this, though. So the nominees for last night were pretty good. Actually, great. The nominees, at least they kind of, is one of the few shows where when people say it's an honor to be nominated, it makes sense because they had some really smart choices, and it reflected a group of people who were nominating that clearly played outside of the norm and used it to bring about awareness to some of these games people would have never heard of. I still think the Astrobot sweep is pure nostalgia. I here's what I would say. It is subjective, and I would never, and that's the game that got Game of the Year, by the way. I would never, ever, ever deny or act as if it's my place to deny anyone, whatever your Game of the Year was, that's great. It's personal, But what I'll say about Astrobot, come on now. What I'll say about Astrobot, and the reason I do push back on it, is not that it's a bad game at all, not that it shouldn't be celebrated. But if you do strip the nostalgia out of that game, in my opinion, it's just a very solid platform game. It's well made, it's cute, it's got some good music, it's got some real creative moments. But if it wasn't Astrobot, and it wasn't about if it wasn't like about the PlayStation, and it was just the game, I don't think most people would be like, oh my God, it's Game of the Year. I did beat that boss. I went back, Eric, and I beat that boss, and I still haven't finished it. I'm not knocking it. It's not my favorite Game of the Year, but that's so what? A lot of times things get Game of the Year that aren't my favorite. But I go, yeah, okay, I get it. I don't get this one. Other than the nostalgia, is what I would say. Yeah, right. Exactly. Addy Pie. So then indie is also just about nostalgia. Right. 100%. I think you can look at Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and I am not qualified because I am such a fan of that character that I can't tell you. I mean, I can kind of intelligently step back and assess it as a pure game, and I think it's really good, but I could also understand that it probably doesn't merit Game of the Year unless you're loving it because it's indie and they capture that so well. But yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I would agree that I don't think that would be Game of the Year either. I think, honestly, I think Balatro probably should have gotten Game of the Year if you look at the nominees. And I know people watching this are going to, use that as an opportunity. You're a fucking idiot. But let me tell you what was up. Game of the Year. The nominees last night were, hang on. The nominees, what are the nominees, you son of a bitch? Come on now. Help me out. Let me just see. Dice Award. So Indy was up. Balatro was up. Astrobot was up. Here we go. Game of the Year. So the nominees were Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Helldivers 2, Indiana Jones. I would say between the two, maybe Balatro and Helldivers 2. I don't think Black Myth deserves it. I don't think Astrobot deserves it. I don't think Indiana Jones deserves it. I would honestly say Balatro probably deserves it. It was clever. It was interesting. It was addictive. It brought in more people to gaming than any of those other games that were simply incredibly well executed versions of things we'd seen before. You know, and so I do think if you're celebrating like what happened most over the year, I would say compared to those 5, Balatro would be up there. So Metaphor Refantasio. I've only played the demo, but from what I hear, should have been up there. Venom says, I'm a fan of Astrobot, but I agree on the nostalgia factor. What it does good, it brings back Blue Sky Gaming, but what would a sequel need to do? Yeah, I mean, I can't speak to it because I didn't love it. I appreciated it and I played it and I enjoyed it, but I'm not the guy to sort of pontificate on how to make it better because I wouldn't have made that one in the first place, at least not like that. Pompous, thank you, buddy, for the super chat. He says, start a GoFundMe for Tech Protect's mic. I think I have like 4 mics I can send him that are way better than the one he's got. I just got to do it. I still haven't tried Balatro. Shows you don't need fancy graphics and story to make a fun game, just like Nintendo shows us all the time. Father Alex says, Jaffe, you should have your own game of the award show. Imagine you have all the talent of giving awards. I mean, it's all subjective, so it doesn't really matter. Hopefully you can get John Garvin back, says Golf Franchise, on a Days Gone remastered conversation. I will. I'm going to get it. I'm going to play it again, and I'll bring him back on. Okay, let's move on. But that was last night. You know, people, if you ever tune in, and it really isn't disrespectful, if you ever tune in to any time I stream award shows, I make fun of them because I think they're stupid. Doesn't mean that I always say Keeley's show is very well produced, and it is, and it's entertaining. I always say that the DICE Awards, I said they had great nominations this year, and I like a lot of the people that were up on stage. But I also think it was a stupid show and they were sucking themselves off every 5 seconds on it last night. So, you know, agree, disagree. I don't give a fuck. But here's what I'll tell you. What I do give a fuck about is some of the new information coming out about some of the cool games we saw at State of Play. This is a 11-minute video, so bear with me, but Tides of Annihilation was one of the most interesting and provoking trailers that we saw, because a lot of people were like, that looks really interesting and cool, and it's got cool sexy ladies and blah blah blah. And but what is the game? Well, last night at 10 o'clock, I guess because it's in China, people were saying, and so for them it made sense to drop it at 10 our time, they released an 11-minute gameplay reveal trailer. I have not watched it yet. I wanted to wait and watch it with you fine human beings. This is that. I will pause it as it goes, and let's watch it together as pals do, and let's discuss it, and let's decide if we think this is great. And there's a couple more little trailers we're going to watch after it there's a great new one on Sonic Racing, 4 minutes. IGN got a first hands-on preview exclusive, and it sounds pretty fucking good when they dive into how that game plays. But let's watch this one first. This is Tides of Annihilation, the trailer. Here we go. Beautiful. Don't look at it, Marion. Keep your eyes shut. Oh shit, look at that eye. Looks fucking great already.
Let's go.
And she's British.
Oh, this place was fine before.
It's a red bird. Ooh.
Is this a car? It's too small.
It's a baby carriage.
Ah, a baby. I'm so sorry for everything that's happened to you.
Are those people
Let's go.
frozen like Medusa people? That's kind of cool.
Get over here.
I hope it's more Devil May Cry than Stellar Blade, but we'll find out in a minute. Cool. Morgan, I assume you've watched this. How are you feeling about this now that you've seen the gameplay? Sounds pretty cool. Yeah, it looks really cool. Okay, so it is more DMC, Morgan, yeah. That's cool. That's awesome. I guess she summons Knights of the Round Table is the idea. Like all King Arthur, future London stuff. Isn't it? Floating cars? What is this world? What is this crazy world we're in?
Do you fear that?
Just a fold round.
Oh, Scarlet Waters! Run!
Cool. Cool. Hey, Doctor Strange time. This is cool, man. This is cool.
Watch out! Darn it. The Scarlet Waters are making this place even more unstable.
Yeah, her voice acting's pretty shit. I agree.
See that?
Want to start? Might be a way out. Let's go. Britannia. Long time no see.
Oh no, not again.
Not again, love.
No.
Is that Kate and Prince Harry? Or Prince William? I don't know. Whatever. Shut up. I don't think Bayonetta did that first. I think
flooded.
DMC3 did that first, didn't they? With the Doctor Strange shit?
Look, a path.
Yeah, Godslayer.
Not
I mean,
enough
I
yet.
enjoyed the demo
Let's find
for
more.
Stellar Blade, but this looks more up my speed.
Up here. Just
terms
knock
of
down
combat.
the pillar. Don't forget, knights don't fear the Scarlet Waters. Nice. Now we can get to cross.
Do something about that voice acting, you guys. Come on, terrible. Like, I usually don't care, and I still don't care. It's not like I'm not going to play it, but you guys could have the next big action character, but that
I
voice
sense
is...
danger. Seems like that's where we're headed.
Once we go in, there's no turning back. We need to be prepared.
Now, if you could only play this at the end of the year or the new Ninja Gaiden, which one would it be? That's the question. I'd play this. Although I love what I played of Ninja Gaiden, the recent one, or the remake.
I warned you. Gwendolyn,
Damn.
did you come here just to get upset? With me?
Oh, I'm not upset
Damn
with you,
it,
sweetheart.
Mordred.
That's up to you. Just here to read, are you?
IG, what's up, buddy? There's supposed to be a God of War TV series being
I
shown
have
by
more
Ron Moore
pressing matters.
from Battlestar Galactica. They're working on it right now,
should
actually.
have stayed out of my way.
Like I said before, I've no interest in your throne.
So, you're after the night for something else?
That's right. You mind your business and I'll mind mine.
Don't trust her. She's a psycho.
Silence! Idiot!
think she's a bird. And a bird. Awesome.
A cheap trick.
Cheap trick? I would go with brunette. If I could want to go with one of them, it would be brunette. Johnny Utah does not agree.
You're weaker than before. Swinging your sword like that, does that count as fighting? What's this? Can't win on your own, so you call for backup. Too slow.
Relax, I totally agree. Aloy was super boring.
This is all you've got.
I'm not saying this character is a lot more interesting, but what he's doing is more interesting. Although the combat with Aloy was amazing.
Very well. This is your own doing, pest. You're a right pain, aren't you? You'll soon pay the price. You're nothing.
When is the release date for this? Is this this year?
What a beautiful sight. A perfect picture of failure.
I don't think it's going to be a mega hit. 2026, okay.
Kneel. Feel the true power of Pendragon.
I think it'll be a
Feel
hit.
the despair.
But I don't think this is a total nerd game. I don't think this is going to be a hit like a Spider-Man 2 or something, or even maybe an Onimusha. It's a little too nerdy. But I mean, it'll be a peak hit for sure.
You were just lucky. I'll say. You'll regret that. You're nothing but a bug, while I'm destined to have it.
She should finally be like, will you just shut the fuck up? It's like all she does is talk and talk and talk.
I may be a mere bug, but who the hell do you think you are?
Watch your mouth.
Face it, you're just a discarded pawn in this game.
I thought she was a bug.
Damn you! I'm Pendragon. No one can cast me aside, ever!
Ooh, cool. That's awesome. That looks great. Okay, wait a minute. Let's just be clear on this. So this is 2026 PS5. I'm sure it's. Does anybody know if this is exclusive? I think that would be great. I still very much believe in exclusives. I know a lot of people don't. I mean, I'm glad, until we get streaming, they're important. But I wonder, let's see, is Tides it's Xbox and PC as well. Okay, cool. Well, I'll be getting it on PC then. Awesome. Fantastico. I'm looking forward to it. What are your thoughts? I thought you said you don't give a fuck about exclusives. No, I never said that. This is the problem. Listen, here's what I said. I don't personally give a fuck about exclusives because I have every system. And I think exclusives where the industry is going are hardware exclusives are useless and irrelevant because it's going to be streaming, and then the exclusives will matter in terms of what content is on which subscription service. But until then, I think exclusives are very important because it makes companies work harder to get people to buy their shit. But I don't agree that it's going to be a huge hit. I think it will be an absolute hit, but I don't think it's going to be some kind of 15 million seller or even a 10 million seller, but I could be wrong. But I think it will be a hit. But these sort of things end up being I can't think of games like this that ever get above that 5, 6, 7 million threshold, just because it's very weeby, it's very nerdy. But we'll see. I mean, even something brilliant, which is much more accessible, like Resident Evil, the Resident Evil remakes. Those games do well, but they don't do 15 million well. But that's really interesting. Relax Bra says Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate VO actress plays this character. Yeah, she's a great actress. Maybe it's the directing or the writing. I don't know. Pompish, I will check out the sweater, but I don't have it yet. So as soon as I get it, and Tech Protect probably doesn't have it either, unless you send them a picture or something. But yeah, we'll take a look. You got a picture? Oh, well, let's put the picture up. Or should you not put the picture up because I'm going to think it's cheeseball and stupid? No one can hear you, Tech Protect. No one can hear you, Tech Protect. Oh, he's faking it. He knows he's trying to do the bit on me, but All right, let's move on. Look at this. I want to, like I said, we got stuff to talk about, but there's some, good trailers that have dropped that really do help with fleshing out some of the stuff we saw at State of Play. One of the games I was really into at State of Play was Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and IGN got a first hands-on. It's like 6-7 minutes, so I know it's long. I apologize, but let's give it a look real quick. Oh, here we go. I can't see it. It's real small. Hang on. Okay. I mean, what is it? I mean, wait a minute. I don't understand. You said you spent hours on it. You took the Gavin and Games logo and you stuck it on a. Oh, that. Okay. There we go. I'm like, okay, no, I'm not going to make a shirt that says Jaffe eats ass. I'm not doing it. And also, what do you mean you spent hours on it? Hey, what? You spent hours on that? No, we're not doing Jaffe eats ass. Sorry. And that's also not how you spell my name. Why would I want to sell merch that says Jaffe eats ass? Tech Protect. Where are you? God damn it, man. Can you speak? What the fuck is going on, man? You're totally muted. Okay, I'm going to go back to I appreciate it, Pompish. I hate to break your heart, but if you really spent hours on that, I'm not showing that. I'm not selling that fucking shit.
Yeah,
no.
Wrong.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Are you serious with this?
You don't like this?
No.
Also, yeah, the name is spelled wrong.
Why would I want a shirt out in the world that says Jaffe eats ass?
What photo is this? Where's this from?
It's from a little promo we did for Drawn to Death for PSX back in the day.
Did you eat ass? How'd you get the stuff on your face?
It was cake, man.
Wait, so you don't eat ass? Just outside of...
No, I don't. And would you like to know why I don't eat ass? Because it's disgusting. Here's the nightmare. This is why no man should ever, do that. Or woman, but here's a woman doing it. You ready for this? Look at this. When she's eating my ass and my hemorrhoid bursts. Do you understand? No. Just stay away. Stay away. Where did Pompish go? Did we hurt his feelings? I hate to be a dick, Pompish, but I mean, no. I'm not doing that. What? Anyway, did we hurt Pompish his feelings, Tech?
Nah, he's a big boy. He's probably still working.
Well, yeah. I mean, I liked his idea of, hey, you should do more merch, man. But
ass eating is a little different.
Well, it's just what? He's just putting his own little fantasies in the goddamn t-shirt. I'm not helping with that. Anyway, let's get back to video games for at least a little bit, shall we? We're a classy show here, as you can tell. This is the Sonic hands-on. Let's watch this together, my dear friends. Let's give it a look.
Let's get the comparisons out of the way first. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds feels closer to Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed era of games, as opposed to the more recent Team Sonic Racing, but has taken advantage of the enhancements that Team Sonic Racing brought to the table. While I've enjoyed both formats, the 3-character mechanic of building a team to work together to coordinate racing and drift lines is gone. Instead, Crossroads goes back to the Mario Kart's everyone for themselves format. Like Mario Kart, it shares some similarities from the items on the course to the various shortcuts and kart customization. However, while it shares some DNA, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds evolves beyond what we've gotten from its now 11-year-old competitor. Now, one area that Cross Worlds may come up short in compared to Team Sonic Racing is so far there is no sign of an adventure mode, but this was an early look, so that might be one of the many reveals that the team is saving for later. While many elements mimic its competitors, the green and red rocket-powered gloves bounce off walls or home in on opponents, being the most one-to-one example to the shells in Mario Kart, and the customizable car parts and wheels like we got in 8, there is still enough here to help Cross Worlds stand apart from the crowd though. Plenty of the elements core to Sonic games, such as the various Wisp power-ups like Drill and Tornado, knock other racers away and defend you from incoming attacks. There were also magnets you could throw out as hazards, which pull enemies towards them if they get too close, and their ultimate rubber band item to help those in lower positions catch up, the Monster Truck, which turns your car into a massive monster truck, knocks enemies away, and allows you to drive over all terrains without penalty. Beyond the items, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is all about, well, crossing worlds, with each race separated into the traditional 3 laps. Still, each lap feels different thanks to the marquee Cross Worlds mechanic. At the end of the first lap, whoever is leading the pack will determine which course the second lap will take by driving through one of 2 giant travel rings that transport everyone seamlessly once they arrive at that point. The options for these are randomized, and sometimes one of the options itself is a randomizer, so not even the leader will know what to expect if they choose it. During my demo time, my second lap took me across stages themed with things like dinosaurs, pirates, or lava, where we spent most of the lap in playing another mechanic that I'll get to later. There are also modifiers for the second stage called Frenzy that will alter the lap, such as placing moving boost gates along the entire lap, or granting a maximum boost gauge after drifting for only a split second, and making the whole lap feel like I was back in the days of the snaking that plagued and ruined Mario Kart DS. Thankfully, Frenzy modifiers are random, and across my 15 or so races, the instant boost Frenzy only happened once, so I'm not worried at all about it becoming an issue in Cross Worlds. After finishing the second lap, another transport ring seamlessly sends players back to the original course, but with some minor but effective changes to the course layout in key areas. Courses like Metal Harbor evolve, where you have to drive around the outside of a rocket launch pad on lap 1, but on lap 3 the rocket is launched as it did in Sonic Adventure 2, replacing it with a steep half-pipe ramp that allows players to perform as many air tricks as possible to gain a considerable speed boost when landing on the opposite side. And that's
cool.
just one example. In another course with water segments, I saw gates open, allowing access to shortcuts or supercharged item boxes with a higher chance of granting better items. Crossworlds is also hiding shortcuts around the map, as well as shortcut rings that activate on the final lap that would temporarily send me to another world. These secret rings are powerful shortcuts, so they extended my lead in races or helped me catch up, and made it more challenging for other racers to target me with their items. I don't know what forces were causing these rings to appear as I raced, but they were worth the effort of being ready to take them. Like the Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform games, portions of laps or sometimes entire laps place you in a plane or boat instead of a car. All of these vehicles have a unique identity, and while they share similarities, they have mechanics to help them stand out from one another. In addition to the standard drift mechanic you get in a car, when you transform into a boat, you have a charge mechanic that jumps it out of the water, giving another opportunity to perform air tricks for speed boosts, which can help you regain some speed after hitting a hazard or being tagged by an enemy's attack. While planes offer more routes than the other vehicles, they do so only if you spot the alternate paths, like a chain of boost gates underneath the road on Magma Planet, where you need to dodge waves of magma to maximize the plane's advantage.
Awesome.
The variety of vehicles and paths gave me nostalgic notes of figuring out the best routes based on the vehicle I was in, like I did in Diddy Kong Racing from my Nintendo 64 days, but with all the updates to the formula you would hope for in a game released nearly 2 decades later. While I was playing, I spotted some incredible inclusions spanning multiple generations that longtime fans of Sonic will be excited about. The roster of characters shown so far ranged from the expected heroes and regular all-stars Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, to less frequently playable characters like Cream, Omega, and even Zaz from Lost World. The rider you put behind the wheel also has unique stats that will affect how they drive each car, and even rivals like Sonic and Shadow have similar yet different stats, such as one having more speed while the other having more power or boost. Vehicles fall into 4 classes: speed, acceleration, handling, and power, all of which have high stats in the matching category with the looks to match it, and I could quickly feel the change in my car as I swapped between them. When racing in my power vehicle, which I had customized to look like a bulldozer, I felt thematically appropriate as I bullied other racers, all while stealing their rings and giving myself a speed boost thanks to some gadgets I had installed, which I will also get to in a bit. Characters and types of cars have the most significant impact on your vehicle's stats, which you can then modify by changing individual car parts like the wheels and more. I picked my favorite Shadow and raced in 3 of the 4 vehicle types, all of which worked well enough to where I finished in first place for 75% of my races and top 5 in all the rest, except for one where a well-timed hit me and caused me to miss a ramp and fall off the map in a final stretch of a race. We've all been there. Along with changing out of parts for stats, you can also deck out your car with decals and change the colors and materials to your heart's content. Combining your character with car customization allows you to make your vehicle your own. The last bit of customization comes from another mechanic called the Gadget Panel. It's a powerful tool for changing how people race, granting abilities like an increased chance of getting certain items, adding a 4th level to the drift boost gauge, or granting you rings for performing specific actions.
Service provider
Every ability costs anywhere from 1 to 3 slots, and your panel to install them consists of 2 rows of 3 for a maximum of 6 slots. I started with only 2 slots, but after a few hours of racing, I increased this to 5, giving me more options to slot in new abilities that changed how I approached races. Early on, I had opted for an ability that allowed me to grab rings from a greater range, which took up a single slot, but later on I swapped to a pair of 2-slot abilities that would give me a boost when colliding with other racers, while also stealing 10 rings from them to help me reach my top speed sooner, and also slowing my competition. Fortunately for my competitors, and unfortunately for me, they caught on to my antics thanks to the ability to see other racers' builds before a race, and shortly after implementing that strategy, nearly everyone else copied it, plunging our races into chaos like a 12-player game of bumper cars. Needless to say, this was a ton of fun as we all kept trying to ram into each other to get out in front of the pack. Even though it was just a short test drive with my favorite hedgehogs and friends, I am eager to see what else hasn't yet been revealed. The racing felt snappy and responsive, and each car customization operated as I expected. I felt like a superstar hitting enemies with well-timed items I unleashed, and the new Crossworlds mechanic was a blast, allowing me to learn courses while keeping each race feeling fresh, as I never knew what to expect on the second lap of every race. There's a lot more left to learn about Sonic's latest racer, but so far, so good. For more on Sonic Racing Crossworlds, don't miss the announcement trailer, and for everything else on Sonic games and movies.
That looks awesome. It's fucking awesome. I see you guys in the chat acting like why does Sonic need a car? Who gives a shit? Here's why. Because Sega wants to make money. People like kart racers. Cars and planes and boats move different than a biped hedgehog, and it looks fucking awesome. It looks great. I'm looking forward to this. So this, I don't know when this is out. Let's find out real quick. When is Sonic Racing Crossworlds out? Oh, there's a beta? Oh, I've already signed up for the beta. I think Awesome Tatum sent me that. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully I'll get into the beta, which is coming up next week. Let's see when it's going to come out, though. Have they said release date? Just says coming soon. There's no release date. Okay. Why not just play the last Sonic Racing game, Darth Nugget? Because this is a new one and it's got new things in it. What are you talking about? Because it's different. I mean, what? Mind's Eye Godslayer I liked a lot when they showed it. I thought it looked pretty fucking good. By the way, this game, Hell Is Us, which was kind of the Kojima-esque game that they showed, which we were all like, what the fuck is this? I know it's been announced before, but they really gave us a lot of good new stuff. Apparently, this is directed by the, I think this is done by the Deus Ex guy. Sci-fi adventure from Deus Ex's art director has Adam Jensen's voice, and it's coming out in September, is what we know now. So it's headed up by Jonathan Jacques Belletete. He was the art director on Deus Ex Human Revolution. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other news other than that. The trailer isn't super clear on what exactly it is all about, but it looks pretty cool. Is what they're saying. The release date says it encourages reflection and observation by eliminating all forms of intrusive assistance. Anyway, looks great. You don't have enough money to play these mid games. You think this is a mid game, Lammy? This is a mid game? This looks awesome. I'm excited. For this game, but I mean, your mileage will vary, of course, but I think it looks really cool. But now we know who's directing it, and could be the bee's knees, my boys. Last trailer, I think for the moment we're going to show. It's only 2 minutes. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I think I'll skip that one. Yeah, I just want to show you these last two things real quick, and then we'll get it to some conversation. Stalker 2 is a game that the little of it I played, I really enjoyed a great deal, but it was really hard and I got busy with other games, and I'm still busy with other games, but they did just put out a really big patch, and I haven't watched this yet. It's only 2 minutes. I want to watch this with you guys and just kind of see what changes and if they are enough to bring me back, at least when I finish what I'm currently playing right now. All right, here we go.
1.2 for Stalker 2, as promised earlier this week when I discussed this in a previous video. Today we'll quickly go over everything so you can get back to the zone. Consider subscribing for future Stalker 2 updates in 3 minutes or less, respecting your time, and let's get into it. So straight into it, the GSC Community Manager has confirmed the patch is now live, and goes on to say, after long preparations, stability tests, and analysis of your feedback, we're excited to introduce patch 1.2 for Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. This update includes more than 1,700 fixes and is already live on PC and Xbox. Patch 1.2 brings stability fixes, fixes for main and side quests, enhancements for locations and regions, AI improvements, AI shooting accuracy adjustments, cutscenes and localization fixes, and also a new controller ability, shadows from the player's flashlight, and so much more. So while this is a lot of new information from the dev team, and I'll be reviewing the patch properly in the coming days with a full review, well, some of the main talking points are the AI fixing when it comes to NPC shooting accuracy. Well, could the bread armor glitch I covered now be patched with fixes to how NPCs pick up items when looting? Improved stealth was an issue I covered in another video where NPCs could just spot you through walls, and even when throwing bolts, they would not detect you. It'll be interesting to see how mutant behavior improves with all the changes you are seeing on screen, a raw ability added to the controller, and A-Life now seems to be improving. Another big one is balancing the game with the weird water artifact effect being reduced, which stands out, and rebalancing pistols. Attachments.
Does anybody remember, was this game nominated for anything last night? It may have been, but it is weird that this game seems to have almost just been forgotten. It got great reviews. It played great. I enjoyed the shit out of this when I played it, and but I wonder, because I don't really hear many people saying much about this fucking thing after a week or two, which is probably more about the state of the industry and just how much shit there is.
And A-Life now seems to be improving. Another big one is balancing the game with the weird water artifact effect being reduced, which stands out, and rebalancing pistols.
This isn't VR.
Attachments. When it comes to performance, we should see improvements to FPS, memory leak issues, and under the hood with changing ammo types, and a big one for me, save files becoming corrupt. A big one, and wow, a lot of changes to main story missions and side missions. You should now be able to complete the game. I was stuck very close to the end of the game. I'll include the full patch notes for you in the pinned comment. There's a lot more.
Dune 2 got forgotten. The movie, you mean? Synth Potato tweeted that he noticed Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 NPCs will have breakfast with their families every morning before going to work. Really? Oh, I need to watch that. That's pretty great. Okay. Well, anyway, that, and then the last thing I want to show you before we talk about some stuff, Mecha Break has a beta this week starting, or next week, and I hear like there's people talking about this, saying this thing's really fucking awesome. Check this shit out. This is just a 2-minute trailer and the beta announcement if you're interested in jumping into this. I will definitely be signing up for it and hope I get it. It's basically multiplayer mech combat. And I think it's a service game, though, but I hear it's really good, regardless. I mean, there are good service games. Yeah, Kevin, I think it's the free-to-play mech game. Let's find out. Hard to know what's cutscene and what's real time in this thing. So beta test next. There's some good shit coming next week. All right, there you go. Reminds me of Zone of the Ender, says Joel, a little bit in a good way. Yeah, for sure. Show the Ember 8 gameplay, Ravnos. You mean Grums's game? Is there a new dude? If there's a new trailer, yeah, I'll put that on, but I'm sure there's not a new trailer. All right. Well, anyway, that's coming up pretty soon. So be aware. I'm gonna make a. Okay, Kevin says I'm watching this stream and switching back and forth to Alana Pierce's stream. So here's the question then: whose is better? That's what I want to know. Let's go to Alana's stream. I want to watch it. I want to see what I can do to make my stream better. I'm always trying to improve. You guys. I want to be better for you. I'm not too calm to rally. I was just tired last night, man. Alana. And Alana will be on the show, I think next week. I got to check in with her again. Where is she live? I don't see that she's live. Like, where is she? Is she on Twitch probably? Oh yeah, she's probably on Twitch. Let's see. See, her shit looks so much better. I don't know why it's not like I have shit internet. Let me show you guys. And you probably can't even tell, right? Because you're not, you're watching on mine, but I see her face. She's in high def. Come on, Tech, we got to talk about that. I'm putting that on the list today. Game streaming is shit on my channel. Hers looks so it's so pristine, man. Well, her actual camera may be better or not, but I'm just talking about her gameplay footage. Like when you watch gameplay footage on my channel,
she has a second computer, brother.
Okay,
what she's doing is she's playing on a PC, right?
Okay.
And then she's streaming that content to a second PC. And then that PC, all it's doing is watching that video and then broadcasting it out to the internet. So that way the PC playing the game processes everything beautifully. And all it needs to do for output is send like an image. That's it. And then the other PC is using all the network and the GPU to process that information.
Okay, so I need to buy a new computer just for streaming. I use my current PC for gaming because it's a pretty strong PC.
Yeah.
And then I buy another PC that's just about streaming the information out.
It's your network proxy computer, yeah.
Okay, we got to get one of those because her footage looks so good.
Also, she's not using a webcam. She's using a like DSLR.
I'm less worried about me. I mean,
you're pretty,
right? Yeah, but I mean, I look fine. I'm not worried. For me, it's like you can see my expressions, and that's more than enough for me. To me, it's more about when I'm playing the game or showing video.
Yeah.
I would like it to look better. But I need another PC, so I just gotta let me put that down there. But anyway, yeah, okay. So she's streaming this game. Oh yeah, she just started. Anyway, okay, gotcha. All right, well, Kevin, thanks for the heads up, pal. How do I don't want to close this. I just want to pause it. Okay. All right, what else we got? I do want to. I'm not gonna. Oh, I'll show you this. It'll take 2 seconds. But there is a. What's the word I'm looking for? There is a sub genre of game, which I don't even know what you call it. But I love it as a kid of the '80s, which is like single screen video games like Donkey Kong, stuff like that. And it's not like taking off like to such a massive degree that it's like the next big hotness. I'm not pitching it to you like that, but I am saying that if you are a kid of the 80s or you like a lot of these single screen games, there's more coming out. There's a new one that's out today. The demo's out called Freddy Faller. I just love this kind of shit. It's just very and it's just single screen. And you can have many screens, but it's about mastering that one level. Come on now. How can you not love this shit? Maybe you got to be Tech. Let me ask you, I'm a kid of the 80s. I grew up with this. Is this pure nostalgia for me, or do you look at stuff like this and go, I'm interested?
I play games like this, but I like simple games. I'm not really into like super actiony games.
Got it. What about you, Chad?
It's for sure not nostalgia. This is
right, because you weren't. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff we would play in the arcades back in the day.
Yeah.
Jonathan digs it. Okay, cool. Well, this is out today if you want it, but I'll be getting it today. Boomer bait, absolutely. I'm down with that. I'm down with it being boomer bait. Speaking of boomers, I want to do a little quick test here. We were talking last night about, should I get rid of my beard? And people say, oh, don't get rid of your beard and whatever. I'm like, but people think I'm really old, which I don't mind people thinking I'm old, but I'm not. So, but then I'm like, well, what does that mean? How old do I look? And so I just want to try something. I'm going to take a quick screenshot. Hang on. And I'm going to send it to ChatGPT. And I just want to see how old it thinks I am. If it'll do it for me. Let's see. Show on stream. Okay. How old does this person look? Let's see what it says. And if it doesn't answer me, I'll go to Grok. Come on now. I can't determine, but based on visual features, 40 to 60. That's correct. All right. Well, let's go to Twitter then and see what Twitter says. Let's go to Grok. How old does this person look? 40 to 50s. All right. Well, maybe it's just because people are saying that because maybe because people who are saying that are like 20. So of course I'm old to them. Okay. I was just curious. Well, now we have our answer. Let's move on with our goddamn lives, shall we? I've not watched this yet. Yeah, I'm concerned I look like 70. Joseph Ray says, is Jaffe concerned he looks 63, not 53? I'm concerned I look like 75 years old or something. Not that anything's wrong with 75-year-old humans, but there is a point where you have to kind of go, that isn't an accurate representation is all. I've not watched the new Minecraft trailer, so we're going to watch that real quick. It's only a minute long. Don't be a fucking baby. Good. I don't think that looks bad. Blackjack says that looks so bad. I think it looks good. Really? You guys don't think that looks... Yeah, it'll be a huge hit. Are you kidding me? Yeah, no, I'm into that. I want to see that motion picture show. All right, I'm in. I'll be seeing that. I'm sure Calvin will want to see it. He was a huge Minecraft guy. Look at this, you knuckleheads. What? A Nerf-style minigun capable of shooting 3,000 darts per minute. You can't see it. You can't enjoy what I'm enjoying because I didn't press the right button. Check it out. Come on now. That's awesome. I want that. Alana is streaming a game in the day. Would you ever do that instead of late at night? Sure. I did yesterday, actually. Have I finished Cobra Kai, Roger? I haven't. I need to go back. I kind of fell off Cobra Kai at the part 1 of the most recent season. And but it was kind of starting to pull me back in. And I will go back, and I know it's just ended and stuff. Yeah, people are like, I ain't picking all that up. Good, now clean it up. Good luck reloading it. Just appreciate something. Yes, you guys immediately go negative. Can't you go? Yeah, maybe you got to pick all that up, but you know what? It is cool. Right? What about this? You've seen the laser water gun. Have you seen that shit? There's nothing to appreciate, Godslayer. What's the matter with you, pal? Come on, man. Look at this. Is this? Are you not entertained? What about this? Auto load from the front. Y'all are just some boring motherfuckers. Godslayer's like, zzz. Shut up. I mean, where's your spark, man? Maybe maybe Gen Z and millennials are the last generation to have the spark of joy. You guys are so negative Nancy fucks. Enjoy something, fellas. How about this? I mean, if what I'm about to show you, if what I'm about to show you does not excite you, then I have to assume you're dead inside. And I guess that's okay. You know, maybe you just have to accept it and you know it. But here, check it out. I mean, I don't even understand what I'm about to show you, but here we go. Look. Yeah, right. D. Ratley says it might be an age thing. Jaffe grew up when they had sticks, walnuts, and imagination to play with. Well, if this doesn't do it, my dear delightful debutantes, I don't know what will. Potsy Pun whatever tapped to pin the Goonies sequel for Warner Brothers. A sequel to the Goonies. A sequel to the Goonies. Plot details are under wraps and no directors attached. Steven Spielberg will produce alongside the original writer Chris Columbus, with Laura Schuler Donner exec producing. She, of course, the wife and producer of the first Goonies, the director Richard Donner, who's no longer with us. The Goonies development comes around 2 weeks after cast reunion at Chinese theaters in celebration of Ke Huy Quan's hand and foot imprint ceremony. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? The Goonies. You hated the Goonies, Bookster. Oh my God. You guys, man. You guys, what? You know, how about this? Maybe you guys are upset because it's Valentine's Day and you don't have a partner. Maybe you're sad about that. I understand that, but I'm going to help you out. I'm going to give you some advice and I'm going to show you some exclusive information. First, here's the advice. This is called the ick factor. Maybe you got to be aware of the ick factor. Science behind sudden attraction shifts. It says the ick is a sudden feeling of disgust towards a partner, often for minor things. A TikTok study, whatever that's worth, showed physical appearance is less frequent ick trigger than behavior or personality. 64% of people have felt the ick, 26% in relationships immediately after. And it's going to tell you now, I'm going to tell you what the ick factor is for men and women. So be careful. Here's the study. The most common icks on TikTok. If you are a woman, this is what'll turn you off. You're trying to be too trendy. 5% of the time, that kicks off the ick factor for women. Your physical appearance, seeing their butt crack when bending over. 6% of the time, turns them off. That's over. Overly focused on social media, misogynistic, fashion faux pas, like wearing jorts. That's 14%. Annoying speech, 22%. Publicly embarrassing is 31% or 28%. Shazamming a song while he was in a nightclub, for example. That was the ick factor. The number one ick factor for women is too feminine. 40%. When he laid his head on my shoulder, I was done, the lady said. 40%. 40%. Now, if you're curious, Ad Hacker says loud chewing. I haven't seen that appear, but this is men's icks. Here we go. Vanity. 8% say when the woman puts on too much makeup or fake tanner, that's it. I'm done. Overly focused on social media. Cringy caption on Instagram pictures. 10% don't like it. Too masculine. When she spits her gum in the trash like a guy, 13%. Physical appearance. Her feet didn't reach the floor, 15%. Annoying speech, number 3, 21%. Publicly embarrassing when a girl trips. What? A girl trips and you're going to kick her to the curb? What's the matter with you? The number one reason dudes lose interest in girls because they get the ick factor is them being overly trendy. A girl is overly trendy, 29%. For example, she reveals that she's into astrology. So I'm just, do be misogynistic, says Jonathan, but don't be misogynistic, says Jonathan, but don't be too in touch with your feminine side. I'm super in touch with my feminine side. I'm probably, I'm serious too about this. I would say I feel, I've said this before. There are parts in my life where I feel super masculine, but I think more parts of my life where I feel more feminine, whatever that really means. And that's why I think a lot of people, really struggle with this. They don't like it when people say gender is a concept or gender is fluid or whatever. I wonder, are you one of those guys? Mostly guys watch the show. Are you one of those guys that tries to adjust your sense of masculinity based on society, or do you do it because it genuinely feels right and correct? Right. So there was a period in time where I was like trying to be cooler. Right. And so the music I listened to, I could embarrass myself. It was when I was making video games. So I did some interviews in that period. And you probably wouldn't have even noticed it. But for me, I was trying to be a harder version of Jaffe. Shut up, it's true. And it was gross. And it only lasted for about a month and a half. And maybe I'll show you those videos someday. But the point is, though, is it wasn't genuine. It wasn't real. And I wonder, maybe I'm rare in that, but I get the feeling a lot of people play act their masculinity versus actually arriving at the level that is natural to them. Tech, come on the goddamn mic. I need to know what you think about this. What do you think about another fucking sweater? Oh, shut up. Shut up. 2028. I'll print that one. Why not? Why not? Thank you, Popish, for the super chat and the sweater design. Am I wrong here? And that men are given this blueprint of how to be a man, and in that you actually lose a real sense of your own genuineness, or no?
Yeah. So it seems like Gen X, I think you're Gen X, right? That's what you are. You guys were introduced to the millennials trying out that metrosexual phase.
We were introduced to the metrosexuals, yes.
Yeah. So it was like the end of your generation, the beginning of theirs. They were like, oh, femininity, take care of your skin, do your hair. Oh my gosh. Right. And then it became like that's not even like a movement. So Gen Z, after the millennials, they were just like, no one cares. If you want to take care of your skin, no one gives a shit. But it seems like the younger Gen Zs have really grown into that. Being a man is a thing that I'm proud of. I'm masculine. I am a big man, big dude. Which led to the huge outpour of young Gen Zs voting for like Trump and shit to like keep conservative values. So it all depends on how old the person is. My generation, at the upper end of Gen Z, lower end of millennials, they don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to us. There's no issue. But it seems like the outside of those, so like the younger Gen Xs, like yourself, the older millennials, or the young Gen Zs, and now the new Gen Alphas, you have like 15-year-olds in high school that are like, I'm going to get a job and I'm going to invest and I'm going to be a finance bro and I'm going to do this.
Oh, that's kind of like back in the 80s where all the kids were like trying to be like Gordon Gekko and Alex P. Keaton in Family Ties and wanting to be, the big Reagan guys.
It's skipping generations.
Interesting. Well, listen, we got Zeke saying nothing is more masculine than farting on your lady. I know a couple that they started dating and he farted on her head and she thought she cracked the fuck up. They have 2 kids. They've been married since 1995 and they're as happy as can be as far as I can tell from the outside looking in. So you never know. Bookster says younger Gen Z got poisoned, but by Andrew Tate. Dude's a fucking idiot. Yeah, I agree with that. I just wanted to bang Alyssa Milano when I was a kid, says Lutron. Jaffe, I mentioned your show on the chat and Alana's stream. Okay. What a great story. And by the way, Kevin did drop a super chat. I really was kind of hesitant to read it because it grosses me out, but here it is. Thank you for the super chat. He says, do you think folks should spread their assholes in games? Yeah, Kevin, I do. I think it's super fucking important. Thank you for the super chat, bud. Jojo D says, I gotta pee and I'm on a bus. Well, be a fucking man, Jojo D, and do it right in the aisle and say, you want to come at me, bitch? I'm goddamn Jojo D, is what I would say. Okay. Jaffe, your kids seem to be reasonably adjusted and proper humans, says Durali. They are. They're delightful humans. I mean, they have their challenges like everybody else, but you know, they're wonderful kids. Now, listen to me, fellas. Listen to me, fellas. This is important. What's about to happen is important. Hang on. I got some mail the other day, and it's pretty great. Joseph says, taking a shit while she's in the bathtub is the most masculine thing. Jaffe says, Father Alex, you seem to have something for Alana. I will get that feeling, be honest. Is this like English? Jaffe, you seem to have something for Alana. I will get that feeling, be honest. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know. I don't understand. Okay. I got some mail. Yes, I got some mail. And I want to share it with you, if I may. I'm a pretty well-known guy in the video game world, of course, and people, you know, they show up for my shit, man. They show up for my shit, and they're impressed by me. And these are some what's the word? These are some cards that I got from a bunch of video game executives for Valentine's Day. So let's set the music. Here we go. Can you hear me and the music, Tech?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. The first card I received in the mail, Valentine's Day card, was from my friend Solid Snake. It said, Happy Valentine's Day, Jaffe. This Valentine's Day, remember, I'm better at hiding than showing affection. Don't expect me to come out of stealth mode just for you. You know, it's not terribly nice, but at least he sent me something. You probably got nothing from Solid Snake. Then I got Laura Croft. I opened the mailbox and there was Laura Croft looking at me. Here's what she said to me. She says, Jaffe, happy Valentine's Day. If you can't keep up, you're just another artifact. I'll leave you behind. Better toughen up or get lost. Now, I think she's flirting with me a little bit there. I don't think that was some sort of diss. I think that was actually her saying, Jaffe, I'm into you. I want to be with you in a biblical way. And I thought that was it. Now, this was weird, though, because this girl's a little young for me. She's an adult now, but it's still a little young. This was Ellie. Ellie wrote me a Valentine's Day card. I'm sure you got one, too. This is Ellie from The Last of Us. She says, Jaffe, happy Valentine's Day. Don't read into this. I just need someone to watch my back and don't die. That would be inconvenient. Gavin House says she's just negging me. Probably. But Ellie's too young for me. I don't, and then I'm not into the men, but Trevor showed up with a Valentine's Day card from Grand Theft Auto. He says, roses are red, violets are blue. I'm out of my mind, and so are you for thinking it means anything. Maybe you'll die today. Happy Valentine's Day. From Trevor. All right. Well, he's crazy. And then this little Italian shows up in my mailbox. He says, "Listen, Jaffe, you're not even a princess, so why would I bother saving you? Keep jumping. Maybe you'll find someone who cares." Huh. What a dick. What a dick. This is from Wesker from Resident Evil fame. He sent me one. It says, "Jaffe, happy Valentine's Day. This Valentine's Day, please remember, I deal in viruses, not emotions. Here's your card, but don't expect me to cure your loneliness. You're just a lab rat to me." What a dick, this guy. What a dick. But did we expect any more from Wesker? No. But what about Hitman? Agent 41? Is it 41 or 51? Tech, get in here. Get in here, Tech. Is it Agent 41 or 51? Who's the assassin in Hitman?
Agent 47.
Agent 47. Well, he shows up. He drops me an email. He says, "Jaffe, happy Valentine's Day. Roses are red, violets are blue. My next contract might just be you. Happy Valentine's Day, but don't get comfortable, Jaffe. I'm always on the job." Fair enough. Fair enough. We got this little electric fuck. Pikachu sent me a card. "Happy Valentine's Day, Jaffe. Pika Pika. You're not even my favorite Pokemon. Here's your card, but don't get shocked if I zap you out of my life." What a dick. What a dick. And then finally, I got one from the man himself. Shigeru Miyamoto sent me a Valentine's Day card. "Happy Valentine's Day, Jaffe. I've created countless worlds for Mario to explore, but for you, I've only drawn one block. Jump on it or don't. Either way, I honestly don't give a fuck. Happy Valentine's Day." And the final one, I opened the mailbox, although I just went away. It was in my Discord. It was somebody should put it back in the Discord. It was from Elon Musk saying, "My heart goes out to you," and obviously doing it like how everybody shows that their heart goes out to them. Let's see if I can find that one. Elon Valentine, heart goes out. Let's see. Somebody had it and they took it away from me. Here it is. Here it is. Let's bring that up on the screen, shall we? "My heart goes out to you," from good Sir Elon Musk. There it is right there. So, okay. That is, that's Valentine's Day here on the channel. I hope you have a good one planned. That was a little bit I do called "Look at These Valentine's Day Cards." Anyway, listen, you guys know the Sergeant Frosty got one that said he wants me on his side of the wall. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I should have gotten one from Grums. Maybe I'll do I'll get some new cards in the afternoon for the afternoon show. Maybe one from Vera Dark, one from Jim Ryan, one from Grums. I'll look into that. That could be interesting. There's another super chat. Where are all the super chats today, Tech? You promised me when you came on we'd get lots more super chats. We got nothing. We got our regulars. Thank you, Pompish, Kevin. Kevin just dropped one. Jaffe, I feel like we're drifting apart. What's wrong? What's wrong? Lack of super chats is what's wrong. That's what I feed on. Just like Mr. Grimm feeds on souls. And instead,
if you want to send Jaffe a Valentine's card, go ahead and do it in a super chat. We're accepting Valentine's Day cards in super chat. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and I'll put it in the sexy music and read it with my sexy voice. Shut up! I have a sexy voice. I hate you. Listen. I want to tell you this though. You guys know the manic pixie dream girl trope, right? How do you explain this? How do you explain? Hey, we got a super chat from Blue Gamer. Thank you, buddy. Happy Valentine. Wait, hang on. And we also got one from Jonathan. Hang on now. Oh yeah. Nope. Oh yeah. Jonathan comes in the clutch, man. He says, "Hey, I'm here to help, Tech." Boy, I'll tell you, nothing gets the nethers tingling like Jonathan dropping ducats into the tin. Thank you, sir. And look at this, not to be left behind. We got Blue Gamer sliding in my anus with a $5 bill. God, that feels good, just like Mom used to do. Blue Gamer, thank you, buddy, for the super chat. He says, Jaffe, buddy, happy Valentine's Day. God, I'll tell you what, that is some juicy, juicy, sexy super chats. Thank you, pal. I appreciate it. All right, moving on. Okay, so Pixie Manic Dream Girl, you know, right? So if you look up Manic Pixie Dream Girl, it'll tell you the definition. I'm going somewhere with this. Manic, hang on, Manic Pixie Dream Girl, right? The Manic Pixie Dream Girl is a fictional character type that's often portrayed as a quirky young woman who serves as a romantic interest for the male. Quirky, ethereal, not like other girls, expressive, flirtatious, and free. Self-destructive, fragile, volatile, defines herself by her ability to make a man's life more captivating. Okay. So I'm going to tell you why I'm talking about the Manic Pixie Dream Girl, but before I do that, this is important. Oh, yeah. Let me explain something to you boys. We got ourselves a super chat from K-Dubs. Says, happy Valentine's Day, old buddy, old pal, yo, so-and-so. I'll tell you what, K-Nubs, that's making me feel moist and juicy down there. Sergeant Frosty drops a super chat. Here's what he says. He says, hey, roses are red. Well, we gotta wait. Where's it on screen, Tech? Get it on screen for that man. There we go. He says, roses are red, violets blue. Let's play Twisted Metal 2. More like strip Twisted Metal 2, am I right? Sergeant Frosty. 1v1 Axel versus Mr. Slam. I'll be Mr. Slam. So Manic Pixie Dream Girl, the point is that, you know, there's that Kevin says this is gay, gonna go back to Alana's stream. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, Manic Pixie Dream Girl. So if you've seen the movie Terrifier, which is a great horror movie, there's a kid in it in the first and second one. I haven't seen the third one yet. That's streaming today, by the way. So you can you're able to thank you, Rapnose, for clipping that, you son of a bitch. There's wait a minute, hang on now. Is that real? That's real. Let me do the story first so people aren't like, Jesus, Jaffe, stick on stick. Okay, here's the point though. There's a kid in the first, second, third. You can stream the new one starting today. But oh yeah, Kevin, the bedroom scene from Terrifier 2, he says, I just saw that and I don't want to watch the series. Yeah, I mean it is gory and it revels in its gore. It's one of the most gory horror series ever. Anyway, there's this kid, Elliot Fulham, who plays the kid. He's now a young adult. He's in a band, and this is why I bring up Manic Pixie Dream Girl, because he tweeted today. Oh, by the way, here are action figures from the Terrifier series. By the way. She's talked about coming on the show before. I've been on a show with her before. The Valera, I think she's the one who does the final girl in that series. But here he is. He's been with his girlfriend Josie. This looks like the most obnoxious and tropey montage. Like, I don't know if they did this on purpose or not, but she epitomizes the Manic Pixie Dream Girl. Like, this has got to be a montage for a fucking 500 Days of Summer sequel. Look at this. I mean, she's going to leave him and it's going to break his heart. This is right. How is this real? How? Right? I mean, that almost seems right? That can't be real. Doesn't that just seem super staged? Am I wrong, or am I looking into this too much? But she seems like Ramona Flowers kind of shit going on there. I'm just bringing it up. I'm not mocking her. If you can actually get a manic pixie dream girl, that's a delightful achievement. But I don't know many manic pixie dream girl in real life. Right, the girlfriend from Scott Pilgrim. Absolutely. Look, Kevin says that the director of the motion picture series Terrifier says it's not political. Yeah, I don't know if it's political or not. I mean, everything is political, intentional or not, but I don't think it's consciously political. I know a couple of things. For example, Marco is dropping a red rose, a sticker of a red rose. Says, I didn't say anything. He just presents a rose to me as a lover does. Sitting in the hot tub tonight with Marco, wrapping his super chat around my love for Marco. Yeah. Rocker Matt says if you can get Lauren on here, that would be huge for the channel. Most people probably on this channel don't know who she is, but sure, that'd be awesome. She's nice. I've been on a show with her before. Really cool lady. The most important love, though, for Valentine's Day is the love that you have for yourself, is what I would say. You got to love yourself. There's a concept I wanted to share. I saw this today. It struck my fancy. It is a Japanese word. It's concept ikigai. Anyway, it's for finding your purpose in life. And I thought this was pretty cool. They give you a little chart here. They're like, if you move over to the left and you're doing what you love and you're passionate, it's satisfying, but you're useless. You're delighted and full, but you have no money if you're doing what you love and it's your mission and it's the world might need it, but you're not making any money. You're comfortable, but you're bored. A feeling of emptiness is a profession and what you get paid for. And then excitement and complacency, but uncertainty is if you do a job and you can get paid for it, right? But when you put it all together, right, and you go find your passion, your mission, your profession, and your vocation, that is you as your best self. Ikigai. And that's my question to you on this Valentine's Day. Are you doing in your life, or at least are you working towards doing? And again, it can be dangerous to say you've got, and not everybody has a passion. You can romanticize this all day long. You can replace the word passion with interested in or curious or whatever. Zeke says he's in number 4. He's making money, but he feels empty. Okay, excellent. That's good to know. Now the question is, what's next? Tech Protect, where are you on this right now? Are you 1, 2, 3, 4, or have you hit the bullseye of Ikigai? Now, JJD says he's in 2, meaning he has fullness and delight, but he's not making money. And there's a sense of uncertainty in his life. 4. He's comfortable, but feeling of emptiness. So basically what that means is you're not following a passion. I don't know what that means. How can you have 2 and 4? Where are you at, Tech, in this? Where are you at?
I think I'm between 1 and 2. I think people are going to hate this. I like when Jeffrey talks about how he's the most progressive person in the world. I think he has good ideals for society. And if we talked about that more, and more people were influenced by it, it'd be what the world needs. That way, it'd be what the world needs.
I'm talking about you. What are you?
I know. Me contributing to your stream and putting out your message, it would be super nice if we could get more people to become more liberal.
How about if we could get you a microphone that picked up what the fuck you were saying?
Okay. I'm currently between 1 and 2 because
1 and 2. Okay.
It's something I'm good at. It's something I love to do. Am I getting paid for it? Yeah, it's okay. You know, guys, donate super chat so I can get a new mic. That'd be super cool. And then if we talked about more progressive ideals and convince people that are like right leaning in video games to become more accepting of other people and others' cultures and other, lifestyles, I'd be happier and say we are more about what the world needs. We need less people to be hating on people for no good reason. And then I'm in my ikigai.
I want to be an ikigai. I get there sometimes, but not yet. But listen to this.
We also have Father Alex, so they
we'll get there. But K-Nub says K-Nubs, you're ridiculous. He says these types of things are as cringe as astrology. No, they're not. Astrology is a bunch of made up shit where there's zero proof to it. There's nothing cringe about this. If you can basically do work that you're passionate about, that you feel brings joy to the world, and you can get paid well for it, and you're good at it, all of those things are real aspirational goals. They're not lying to you. It doesn't mean that you're always going to be dead center and ikigai. It doesn't mean that everyone's going to have a passion in every point in their life. And sometimes I think people end up getting harmed because they're told by the media they need a passion. And sometimes people are like, I don't have a passion. Leave me the fuck alone. But I do think you always have things that you're curious about. That's for fucking sure. Tech got this job because of nepotism. This is not merit-based. In that regard, Jaffe is just like Trump. No, I'll tell you how Tech got this job. Tech got this job because he was here over Thanksgiving with his girlfriend, who happens to be my daughter, and he was giving me lots of advice about the stream. And he gave me some advice, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll try it. And immediately we saw growth in the numbers, everything from memberships to money. And I'm like, this guy is younger than me. He's more plugged into a lot of this stuff than me, and he knows tech, and he's got the time to do it. Now, they lied to him at his former job, and they said, oh, yeah, you can take 2 or 3 months off, and we'll hire you back if it doesn't work out. And then it turns out that was a lie, not to me, but to him. But yeah, that was why. It wasn't nepotism. I come on, give me a break. That's how I see it anyway. Listen to this though. The other thing you have to understand about Tech is it's time for him to put up the super chats on the screen. Father Alex dropping a super chat for this Valentine's Day, saying, how much money do we need to pay to bring Sarah, my daughter, on the show? Sir, Sarah comes and goes as she pleases. That's up to her. If she wants to actually take ducats for putting her beautiful, amazing, incredibly intelligent, creative, and sweet spirit out onto the show, well, that's up to Sarah. But I appreciate the question, y'all. So-and-so. Johnny Utah on Valentine's Day drops super chat. Thank you. He says roses are red, violets are blue. Jaffe is my favorite person to do. Johnny Utah, just gotta tickle my fancy. How gross. I should call Sony right now using this voice. Hello, may I talk to Shuei Yoshida? What do you mean he's retired? He's never retired in my fantasies. In my fantasies, he's always waiting, wearing a silk robe, pictures of Astrobot, drinking champagne, and reading a design document and saying, Jaffe, there's nothing innovative about this at all. Johnny Utah, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you, Johnny Utah. Appreciate it, pal. All right, look, what else we got lined up for today? Oh my God, man. Look, whatever you are into on this Valentine's Day, whatever, where did it go? Hang on. Jose says, Jaffe, will you shut up? I'm trying to masturbate. Exactly. Jaffe's R&B name is Barry Pale White. That's right. Okay. Jaffe, you should reach out to Samoa Joe. Yeah, I should. That's a good point. It's a good point. Did we get this from Alex? Did we get hearts of varying sizes? Is that a real one? I can't even tell anymore. Yeah. Hang on now. Hang on now. One moment, my friends. Oh, baby. Father Alex shows up with a super chat. 3 hearts, differing sizes, sticker. Thank you, Father Alex. Man, you're making me feel like a real woman today, and I appreciate it. If you want your own Valentine's red, doesn't even have to be to me. It can be for your spouse, your lover, your crush, and you want it red in a way that will guarantee you a silky smooth evening. Well, I don't know what about that, but send me a super chat anyway. Listen, what I was going to tell you is, hang on, gotta bring this up real quick. The one thing I think on this Valentine's Day, Benjamin says Alex is going to be like, I'm going to show you God, baby. That's right. Listen, the one thing I think, we can all agree on. Oh my God, send a message to Grums in the grifters with that voice. Hey, send me a super chat. Tell me what to say. I'll do it. Listen to me though. The one thing we can agree on, we all love different people in the world, but we all share one thing in common, which is who we hate. And that, of course, is Cory Feldman. Cory Feldman was on Howie Mandel, and he was Howie Mandel's show. And he was talking about the What Up With the Youth video that we showed the other day when he was on Howard Stern. And, Jojo D finally peed. That's excellent. And I just want to play this clip for you guys. And then at the end of the show, which is not now, but it'll be later, he got a chance to re-record What Up With the Youth, because he really, I just want you to listen to this man. This is Cory Feldman talking about What Up With the Youth. We'll just play a few minutes of this.
What's Up With the Youth, which was this song that Michael said would be number one.
Michael Jackson.
Instead, it turned into this.
Michael Jackson saw the song What Up With the Youth, and he told Cory Feldman that this song will be number one. Is what he said, by the way. Is that Courage right there in all his glory? That's Tech Protect's dog, Courage. But we're going to watch Cory Feldman right now. So where's Cory Feldman? Come on now. All right.
This complete lunacy, lampooned ridiculousness that went completely viral 20 years later.
What I want to do is I want to give you a redo on that song that you did on Howard Stern. Oh. And we don't want to mess it up. Nobody's going to be dancing.
Wait, this is the actual song. I want to play the interview clip. Hang on. Hang on. Where's Cory Feldman? Come on. Because he literally thought this was going to be an important number one song. And I have to show you this. Howie Mandel and Cory Feldman. Here we go. This is the Howard Stern story.
Theme that started with Howard Stern, because I went on Howard Stern to perform What's Up With the Youth, which was this song that Michael said would be number one. And he said, well, we're going to do this kind of sketch around you where we're going to make it like Club MTV, but it's going to be Club Howie. That's what he called it, Club Howie. And they're like, so it's Club Howie, and you're going to come on here, and, I'm going to be in my Right Said Fred get up with a bald cap on and, a cool leather outfit, and you're going to dance around, and, I'll be the host, and that'll be the skit. And I said, okay, great, no problem. And I get out there, and they've got a midget in a hula skirt.
A little person.
Thank you. A little person in a hula skirt dancing in front of me. They've got girls in bikinis tossing back and forth a blow-up doll. They've got people acting like they are special needs, shall we say, in diapers and things like that. All of this going on around me, and I'm an 18, 19-year-old kid just trying to play my music. What's Up With the Youth, which is a pretty important song. The words are very meaningful and deep, and it's about how can we raise the bar for the kids in our culture and listen and communicate so that we don't keep making the same mistakes and they end up in drugs and alcohol and all this terrible stuff that's going on, crime and blah, blah, blah. So this was a song for the day, for the a message for the times of bringing our children into the forethought of our minds. That's what the purpose of the song was. And instead it turned into this complete lunacy, lampooned ridiculousness that went completely viral 20 years later, but at the time it was just on his KCAL Channel 9 TV show, and it was terribly embarrassing. And I was like, well, glad nobody will ever see that again. And then, of course, YouTube comes around and they brought it back, and it went.
I mean, so he kind of sort of has a point being a kid, but hey, you've been in the Hollywood scene for over a decade. He started working when he was like 3. Did no management go, well, this is Howard Stern, buddy. It would be like me going on to now knowing what I know and going, I can't believe that I opened up my soul and heart explaining some of the history of my son to stuttering Craig. And it's like, what do you mean he didn't take it serious? It's like, now I know, but that was on me because I didn't do my research and I trusted the guy. But it's like, didn't this guy have anybody watching out for his fucking career? I don't know, but my God, man. I mean, what's up with the youth? It was an important song. Cory, buddy. I mean, again, this is a kid who was probably abused, is what it sounds like. And I do agree with Gavin talking about, he's been talking about the Hollywood abuse for a long time before it was, quote, cool. And you know, so I get it. But, you know, I have no issues with that guy in that respect. But it's like, let's just say, always, if you ever feel bad about yourself, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say, fellas. If you're feeling bad and lonely on Valentine's Day today, you're thinking, what's the matter with me? Why can't I find love? Why can't I find hope in the arms of my true soulmate? Well, take it from Benjamin. He says, Cory Feldman is right. Not Cory Barlog, Cory Feldman. He says, my lowest point, I saw into the abyss and thought about crossing that line, but then Cory Feldman saved me. I saw him and said, holy shit, man, at least I'm not that guy. And here I am today. It's absolutely accurate. At least you're not, Cory Feldman. I mean, that's, you know, there's some truth in that. You got to love that, man. You got to accept the good. Listen to me. I did design a new video game. People say, Jaffe, do you ever want to go back into video games? And, you know, I'm doing some consulting right now. I'm having a great time doing that. But short of that, usually not so much. But I had an idea for such a... and I'm only semi-joking with you here. I had an idea for what I think is going to be crackerjack in terms of sales. And it wouldn't be that difficult to create. Okay. And here's what it is. Let me just show you the screenshot first, and then I'll explain what you're looking at here. Maybe you can guess just by looking at the screenshot. Hang on a minute. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you can hear the music while I'm explaining it, but it's not important. This is a game that I would actually support working on. And here's what it is. It is a very basic shooter. In fact, one could argue it can just be an API that sits on top of games that already exist, but let's not do that. Let's create some very simple, Serious Sam style gameplay. No big deal, easy to do. Hire some fucking kids that know Unreal and just get it done. Okay. Then you partner with a sex toy company and you get a remote control, or you get a cam girl. Right. And it's basically video games and cam girls. Right. And so you have a cam girl down there, and instead of paying her, you basically buy the game or play the game, or I don't know how we monetize it yet. And she's got a vibrator down there. And every time that you kill enough enemies, Addy Pie says, Jaffe, how did you fall so far? Every time you kill enemies, and you're doing it online, so the teams you're all working together to get the pink juice up to the heart, at which point something will happen to one of the apparati that she has in the bed. So you're gamifying cam girls. That's all I've got today, folks. That's kind of like Christopher Walken, to paraphrase Christopher Walken. Some people wake up, I wake up, and I make hits. That's the only difference between you and I, my friends. Tech Protect, get in here. Am I wrong? When this would be a huge fucking hit.
It's already a thing.
It is not already a thing.
Well, similar is already a thing.
Well, I know that there are remote controlled things, and you can go to Cam Girls and you can say, "Oh, here's $5. If I can get $50, we'll turn on the vibrator." But it's not gamified.
Well, let me make sure the site doesn't have like.
Yeah, make sure, because this is mine. I'm making this.
Share screen.
Does it have the boobies? I don't want to get in, or the vaggies.
I don't think there's no booby or vaggies.
It's not going to get us hurt.
No.
All right. Make sure.
All right. Are you seeing my screen or no?
I'm not yet.
Here we go. This company, Love Ends.
Wildlife. Okay.
No,
keep
that's
going.
just one of the games. So Love Ends is a company that does remote sex play with toys, like the Nora for $99 or the Edge.
You need to get closer to the mic, man.
Sorry, it's the fucking game because the whole dog.
So explain this to me. So what
you can buy these sex toys if you're a woman or if you're a guy that wants stuff like the butt. You can get the Nora and the Edge, or you can get the male stuff like the Max 2, which is
okay.
I prefer. The Solus is like an auto blow. The Solus Pro is like a premium auto blow.
Okay, whatever. They're sex toys, and what happens? How's it work?
Sex and gaming. So as you play the game, it's immersive because when the things are happening on the screen, like if you're playing Project Melody or Naked Fighter or any of these games that they offer, the toy itself links to your account and it says, "Oh, you're in this scene. This is a pre-programmed thing."
Interesting. So, okay, it's good and it's not bad, but it's a little different because what I'm talking about is we all come together with real life cam girls, and based on how the team plays, kind of like Helldivers. We're all working towards the same goal, right? But in this case, the goal is to make the lady on the TV screen go, ee-hee-hee-hee. That's how she sounds. Anyway, whatever. Happy Valentine's Day, idiots. You can't judge my bullshit. I'm a goddamn genius. Just because I didn't get a goddamn award last night at the DICE Awards, I'm not mad or anything. All right, let's move on. I think that's cool, man. I think, that's cool shit. What else do we got? We got a lot more, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save it. I want to save it for the show, for the afternoon show. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to close this show out, as I promised, my Valentine's Day gift to you, with the great Cory Feldman doing a do-over. Howie Mandel shows up and says, "Hey man, I'm going to give you another shot at this because we think you're good, kid. We think you got moxie and talent." This is the important song of the 90s, What Up With the Youth? And I'll stay on. I want to watch it with you guys. I haven't heard it yet, but it sounds goddamn delightful. As performed by the writer, Cory Feldman, Michael Jackson felt this was a #1 hit. Let's see if we agree. Here it is.
You do you.
That's Anthony Wright on the guitar.
Times are changing, yeah, they're just rearranging. Would you look at your children, see there's nobody home? Look in the schoolyards, you'll find 44s and pocket knives, and look in the lockers, and your mind will be blown. Nobody tries to give them some attention. Nobody tries to hold on to their little hands. Nobody tries to give them some affection. Nobody tries to give them a chance.
Well, why? I mean, what is up?
What's up with the youth? 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 Ooh. Oh, now. Come get right now. It was this kid named Matthew. He was a 12 years old and he was drunk and he bought it at school. Somebody stabbed him cause they thought he was a gangster. Had a leather jacket on, he was just trying to be cool. Why don't we try to give him some attention? Why don't we try to hold on to his little hands? Why don't we try to give him some affection? Why don't we try to give him a chance? What's up with the youth? 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 Woo! You feel it, you feel it, you feel it. Come talk to me right now. Youth, a truth, there's a noose hanging around the neck of all us fools. Everybody's feelings being denied. Everybody wants to feel alive. The youth all long to feel a little stronger. Everybody wants to live a little longer. Gotta breathe, gotta grieve, gotta grow to learn to be free. Can't trap the truth like that. Can't stop the youth like that. Gotta stand up, gotta rise up, gotta believe in all that you dream. Realize all that you see. It's your truth, your youth, your truth, your youth. Gotta stand up, rise up, and be the best that you can be. Look at your children's faces, they just don't give a damn. It's time to stop this madness, take a stand. Somebody try to give him some attention. Somebody try to.
I just can't. I can't keep going. It's horrible. I mean, look, it does sound like music from 1990 that Michael Jackson wrote. It sounds like something that came off the Dangerous album with no talent and a really, stupid fucking song. I don't mock Cory Feldman. I don't mock Cory Feldman. In the sense that he's doing the shit he wants to do. And that's cool. He's made his money. He's suffered the Hollywood machine. I get it to some extent. But Gabriel says they should play this for prisoners at Guantanamo. It's too long though. And it's just, I think with Cory Feldman, if he was just out there making music that was not good, but it's like, fuck it. He's having a good time. It's the Michael Jackson. It's the Michael Jackson part, I think, that makes it art, because it's like so stupid and so unself-aware that you can't not cringe watch this. But yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I feel bad for him, and I feel bad about the life he led in terms of being abused and whatnot, But, Johnny Utah says it's so bad that I'm uncomfortable for him. How is his name Feldman when he felt what? Oh, that's terrible. I'm not reading that. This is what God pulls out when you ask, what do I have to do to get in there? What? Okay. Anyway, why am I racist, Kevin? What does that have to do with anything? P. Dudley says, Jaffe, I tried Blade Chimera yesterday, the demo, after seeing you play it. It's excellent. Yeah, I actually found myself really liking it too. Really as well. At what point do I stop laughing and start feeling bad for the guy? I think birds aren't real. It happens together. I think that growth in you will occur together, because you'll never stop laughing, but you'll feel bad for him right away once you really, grow and mature as a human. I think that's what I think anyway. I also think that that's the end of the show. Thank you guys for hanging out and spending some time with us today. I appreciate it. We will be back later this afternoon, early evening, with another show. I don't know what we're doing yet. Maybe we'll play some games. Maybe there's breaking news. I don't know. You tell me, chat. What do you guys want to do this afternoon for the afternoon stream? We want to talk. We want to game. We want to talk about games. We want to do some weird news. What's the plan? Tech Protect, what do you think we should do this afternoon? What's the chat think we should do? That's what I want to
know. Seems like the chat is interested in anything. Although they think you're racist, apparently.
I don't know why. Yeah, here's the thing. You guys...
Oh, dating sim? Valentine's Day dating sim?
What's a good dating sim that's not boring, though?
I can get you a couple dating sims. I can give you a list.
Kevin says do a Valentine stream. Have a woman come on and have 3 members be her contestants.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but we could do that, but I don't want to promise a date with you freaks. I mean, can you imagine? I can't do that, but we could get a girl on. We know girls. But what are you gonna do? There's no breaking news. Yeah, no breaking game news right now. All right. Well, me and Tech will chat. But if you want to talk to us and tell us what you think the news should be, hit us up, or what the show should be. It's Valentine's Day. I'm not going anywhere. You know what I might do for myself? I might treat myself special and order myself some Olive Garden, take myself on a date on the stream. And I got to figure out if somebody will deliver that shit. And then, we'll do what time is it now? It is
3 p.m.
Damn. All right. Let's shoot to go live at 5:30. You and Sarah have plans for tonight, Tech? I don't want to interrupt your fucking Valentine shit.
We have an extravagant date at the Olive Garden.
You're lucky. I want to go to the Olive Garden
at like 10 p.m. No, we're just gonna watch movies tonight. But that's like
post-stream. What are you watching?
So we're gonna put names of romance movies in a hat and then pull a name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's shoot. Gary Turbo calls in with dating tips. That would be amazing. You know who's not doing anything tonight for Valentine's Day though? P fucking Turtle. No one is spending their Valentines with P Turtle. I think Valentine's Day is a terrible holiday. It's a horrible fucking holiday. But that said, though, we'll go live. Let's say 5:45. How about that? 5:45 Pacific time is the second stream. I don't know what it'll be yet. I'm going to talk to Tech. If you guys have any ideas, hit us up in the whatever that thing's called, the Discord. All right. Be well, fellas. Be safe. Thank you for watching, and never ever stop asking the important question: what's up with the youth? We'll see you guys soon.